5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you set 2 of Hwaseung Oz vs Airforce ACE played on May 22nd. In this game we have organ or piano, the yellow Terran playing at the 6 o'clock position for Airforce ACE, and we have sHy, the Protoss player in Teo, at the 9 o'clock position playing for Hwaseung Oz. sHy is a relative newcomer. He's only played 13 games, of which he has 38% win rate. PianO is also mostly a mediocre player. He's got a 40%-ish win rate overall. So, not particularly skillful players in terms of statistics. This map, Icarus, is slightly favored in Protoss, I think, but the record is something like 23 to 26 in TVP. So that to me is essentially even. A few game difference like that doesn't mean too much, I don't think. So this should be pretty interesting in terms of map statistics to watch. Actually, this map is slightly in favor of Terran, so PVT is 23 to 26. Anyway, Protoss vs Terran, haven't seen too many of those games recently. Always interesting to see. The Airforce ACE players, since they can't rely on overwhelming their opponents with superior mechanics most of the time, so they have to be in general cleverer. There also tends to be older players who just can't respond nearly as quickly as these younger ones. So often they have more interesting strategies that they might employ. That's always good to watch. Unfortunately, the reason why Airforce ACE is perennially ranked dead last in terms of the pro leagues in performance is just, without the time to really practice their fundamentals, the multitasking and the ability to use your APM effectively, or even just practice enough, they're just not able to usually keep up with the newer players. Looks like PianO scouted in the right direction, and sHy is going to see PianO's base too with his probe. It looks like PianO's going for one factory into expansion probably. So should be a pretty standard game coming up from both players. sHy does have nicely a pylon down there in near the south of his base, probably just to spot any drops that are incoming. Always a nice little trick to see from these pro gamers here. Cybernetics core is already spinning. Let's see whether this is a fake out or not. He's spinning this core with the upgrade just to at least show PianO. It looks like a second pylon going down for sHy in the south. PianO's withdrawing his scouting SCV. If sHy is doing something tricky, he would cancel the scan now. I mean the upgrade now, which he is not doing, so he's not going to do anything tricky. Don't know why PianO is sending his SCV up. Maybe he's going to try to put down something proxy in that area. But the time for Terran proxies has long passed. Maybe he's scouting for hidden tech? I don't know. Maybe he wants to put the SCV there for UV-esque hidden expansion? I think he's just scouting for a proxy. Looks like Citadel and Dune going down for sHy here, so he might very well be going for Dark Templar attack. It's not going to be a super fast Dark Templar tech rush, but in supplement with his Dragoons, it can be a pretty useful force. He's got 2 Dragoons out. It's going to be able to deny any scout. Yeah, robotics facility coming down. This is almost certainly going to be a Templar drop. sHy needs to be careful and actually stop this SCV. He's letting the SCV get up his ramp. The SCV is going to see everything. He's going to see the Citadel. I'm pretty sure PianO sees the Citadel. He sees the robotics base. That was absolutely poor play by sHy. I mean, if he just put his Dragoons on hold position normally, it would have killed the SCV no problem. He was moving them for some weird reason and just not attacking to SCV, so now PianO is not going to fear this drop at all. He's actually pushing out with SCV, some Marines, and a tank. He's going to drive back sHy's little Dragoon army here. sHy's not going to be in too much danger. Once he falls up the ramp, this attack's not going to do much of anything. The Vulture is coming, though, with some good mine placements. He might be able to know... Yeah, PianO is just going to put the mine down in expansion and delay it. He's putting down his command center now. So sHy is actually in pretty bad position now. His rush has been scouted out. He has no choice but to commit to it at this point. But it's not going to do any damage as long as PianO doesn't even... Like, Dark Templar drops are very easy to defend against once you see it coming. You know, sHy is not going to be able to do much damage, I feel. Engineering Bay going up, mines going down. For PianO, he's going to get Academy with scan soon, so this drop is not going to do much of anything, I don't think. Unless sHy has, like, ungodly micro with his Dark Templar or something. There was a game a long time ago, I think, Anytime... was it who used pure Dark Templars to dismantle a Terran player, even though the Terran player, you know, knew it was coming. This was like many years ago, back when Anytime was still really good. Anytime, by the way, is back on Lake Oz now. Looks like he's managed to drop 2 Dark Templars. He's going to be able to take out this missile turret, I think. So it looks like I was completely wrong. PianO is not able to cope with this, even though he sees it coming. He's lifted his command center. He's going to try to lure these Dark Templars back into mine, I think. Why didn't he... Okay, he has Academy. He needs to get a freaking scanner. Yeah, he's putting down scanner as natural. He needs to, you know... But that scanner is not going to go down. PianO is just going to lose it to this attack here. He's putting down scanner in his main. PianO using these Dark Templars to great effect this game. sHy... sHy using these Dark Templars to great effect this game. PianO being quite silly with his, I guess he was too arrogant and overconfident, or he just doesn't have enough practice to get his timing down right. He should have put these turrets up way earlier. Scan missing the Dark Templar. PianO not responding very well at all to this Dark Templar drop. And now sHy's brought up these Dragoons. He's going to push the front and use these Dark Templars to snipe the tanks. Very nice play here by sHy. sHy's managed to kill almost all the tanks. One more hit, all the tanks go down. He's got 5 Dragoons at the natural, picking away at everything. This is just poor play by PianO. I mean, I guess this is the textbook of how you do not defend against Dark Templar drops. And now I think sHy is in a dominating position to win this game. He's got 5 Dragoons in the base. Both his Dark Templars are still alive. And there's not much PianO is going to be able to do. The command center might even go down to the Dragoons. So, at this point, the game is essentially over. PianO's bringing out his SCVs to fight. And he's managed to kill one of the Dark Templars by luring them into mines, but it doesn't matter. With the 5 Dragoons there, they're just going to be able to pick off any tanks that come out. It hardly matters at all. So this game is over already. I just think PianO must have just been overconfident or something this game and just not gotten what he needed to get earlier. You know, get the Academy immediately, get the scans up so you have plenty of energy. If he had stopped that Dark Templar drop, he would be in prime position right now to have a strong economic advantage. But as it stands, he is fighting Dragoons with SCVs, a losing proposition if ever there was one. Even if he kills all these Dragoons, doesn't matter. His economy is completely crippled. PianO fighting on, though, because in true Air Force spirit, you fight to the last soldier, the last SCV, before he gives up. He's still got a tank, though. Still got a tank, but not for too much longer. GG coming from PianO. So, yeah, poor play by PianO. I think even an Air Force player should have been able to defend against that drop without too much of a problem. He knew it was coming. He had plenty of time to get his defenses up. He was just, I guess, cut too many corners. So, seeing set 3, Hwaseung Oz now up to 0.